Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Well, now that it's planting season, Arbor Day is this Friday. We're thinking about transplanting the peonies. They've been along the fence row on this side of the house. And these four plants out near the road, this one gets the most sun, this one gets a little less, a little less, a little less, and on back there they don't get any at all. The pine trees shade them right out, and this big maple casts a lot of shade too. And then the evening sun is blocked by this little maple. So between all of them, the peonies have not done anything along the back there. I mean, they'll have leaves, but no blooms. So we talked about it, and we're going to move them out here into the garden that we're going to make on the front yard. Now we have a garden back there, and we might do something with that. We might add to it, might detract from it. But the big thing we want to do is plant the peonies as a backdrop for this garden. So as you're driving by, the peonies will be in the back along where that bucket is. And then there'll be a butterfly bush where that glove is. Then we've got another small bush, which I don't remember the name of right at this moment, that's up there by the house, planted where the old apple tree was. We're going to move that out here too. Because the sun, right now I'm facing north. Now I'm facing west. The sun comes up in the morning and hits this spot, and the cherry tree is thin enough that the sun shines right through it. So we should be able to get enough sunshine here to grow pretty much anything. Up in that little garden up there, it only gets sunshine about 2 hours a day. So it really limits what it can grow. This one we should be able to grow any kind of flower Lydia wants to grow. Now what I did, so that Lydia could come out here and show me exactly where she wanted it done, I took an extension cord and laid it down. It's better than painting on the grass because you can just move it. It's bright, shows up. I usually use a garden hose, but it's so cold today that I was afraid I'd break the garden hose. This extension cord lets me move things around pretty easily. So now I've driven stakes, and I can pick up my extension cord and my gloves and the bucket and the sledgehammer, and I'll go inside and rest a while because I'm pretty tired. Lydia wore herself out coming out here to show me where the garden was, but now I can move forward. I can take the edger, which I brought up out of the tractor shed, and cut the sod into strips, and then we're going to move the sod over along those trees there in the low spots. We're going to kind of build a dam with the sod so that the water doesn't flood down through and wash away all the soil there. Where there's grass, it doesn't do that, and I'm hoping that the grass that grows underneath there is going to make a big difference. And I want to cut a couple of branches off of the maple tree so that I get more sunshine over there and that grass can grow a little better. So that's the plan for now, and that's the Arbor Day Project. We're going to do that this weekend if I can. We might be up putting a water heater in for Ryan. We'll just have to see. That's the goal. Put a garden out here so we can grow things, and we have a time crunch on that one. It has to be done soon so that it can happen in time for this stuff to grow. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. There's a lot of cars today. Must be we're coming up on end of shift, because it gets real busy here pretty quick. Everybody going in to pick up their kids. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.